Hello Scorpios and welcome to my channel. I am Ivy Rose with Creatively Ivy Rose Oracle Readings. Now this is a general reading for all of my Scorpios out there, so it may resonate with you, but it may not. But if it does, please like and subscribe as that'll help me pick up on all of your energy for future readings. Now all of the Oracle decks that I'll be using today are here on my table, but there will also be links in the description below where you can find and purchase each one. And I do also offer personal readings, so the link to my Etsy will also be listed below. Now, just a couple of announcements before I begin. So if you hear anything that is weird in the background, well, two things. One of my cat is in the middle of her zoomies. So all cat owners and lovers, you will understand. And then I also have a new little one who has really bad allergies. So if anybody has any suggestions for natural remedies or anything that could possibly help a little cat with allergies, please comment below because that would be so helpful to me. And also, as you can see, my camera angle has kind of shifted upward a little bit because some of you were giving me the feedback that you couldn't see the actual card shuffle, and that's kind of disappointing because it's so exciting to see the cards fly out the way that they do when they do. And it shows that I'm not, doing it on my own, of course. So if anybody has any suggestions or positive comments or feedback, please feel free to post them in the comments below. I am very open and willing to receiving, seeing as my channel is still so new and blooming and budding. So, all right, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into your reading, okay? All right, Scorpio, the first deck that we are going to be using is the Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck. Beautiful deck. The overall feel of the cards is very nice. Beautiful artwork on the front, and on the back we have the explanation, so it saves you from having to look at a booklet. All right, let's go ahead and begin. Universe, what do you want to tell Scorpio today? Let's go ahead and start off with some cards. What do you have to tell Scorpio at this time for their mid-month check-in? Anything in particular that you want Scorpio to know for their mid-month check-in in October? There we go. I told you I cannot lie about the way that these cards fall out, guys. It's ridiculous. How many do we have here? All right, I'll take them both along with this one. Oh, wow. Look at the artwork. It's so nice. All right. Let's go ahead and see what we have, Scorpio. All right, heart chakra, unfurling back to love. Here's the front. I'm going to show the front and the backs of these cards, so please feel free to pause to read yourself if you would like, as I'll leave them here for a few seconds. This chakra card represents love in its many forms. It reminds you that everything in life can unfold into love or fear. When unfurled back enough, the foundation of all you seek lies in the universal desire and right to feel love and be loved. Love heals. God is love. This is the force that will change the world. Have compassion, expand your awareness in heart-centered radiance for all beings on the planet. Encapsulate Earth in loving compassion. Bask in the blissful feeling of the planet, in all of its perfect balance, loving you back. So, universe is calling you right now to open up more of that heart chakra. If you've been holding back due to pain or being hurt, this has been something that I've struggled with too, because I give out a lot of love without receiving or being hurt and taken advantage of. But I just got advised the same thing, to keep that heart chakra open no matter what, because not only is love the highest frequency that you can give off that will allow love and your blessings to come back to you, but it allows for you to open up and to flourish, and to allow others to want to give you that love in return. Okay? So, like it says, remember that love takes many forms, and you get to choose whether it is love or fear, whether it turns into love or fear. But remember that love is the driving force of this planet, of the universe as a whole. Love, gratitude. So bask in that feeling and remember to give love. When you make decisions, act out of love, because that is the purest form that you can possibly take. Okay? So universe is saying, hey, open up that heart chakra, baby, because now's the time. People need it, and you need it too. And remember that you are loved by all, not just by people, by the universe, by the earth, by the plants, by the animals, just everything. Everything exudes love, and you are deserving of that. Okay? Alignment. Here's the back. You can manifest the life you wish to call in. Look at where your desires are being seated. If your plans or dreams aren't unfolding as you would like, take a closer look at other areas in your life. Is something out of step with integrity? Are you making decisions through fear or love? I just said this, didn't I? If it is through fear or avoidance, your manifestations may seem to backfire. To encourage you back into balance, become a vibrational match for what you desire. Instead of striving harder, cultivate the feeling of already having all you seek. You will be surprised at what this shift in perspective creates. So the universe is calling you to come back into alignment with that power of manifestation that you have. I mention this all the time, and you will hear this as a recurring theme through my readings, but manifestation starts with you, and you get to decide whether or not you act out of love or fear. I remember somebody very wise in my life telling me, every day ask yourself if you are acting out of love or fear, and that will change your perspective. If you are acting out of fear, things are going to have a trickle-down effect where you're starting to find that things are backfiring, or that you're not manifesting at the speed that you would like, or you're not manifesting the things that you really want at all. And that can change depending on how you shift that perspective. And when you shift it to love, that is allowing that energy to come back to you tenfold. But you have got to make the decision to do that. So get yourself back into balance. When you feel like you're acting out of fear and things are starting to backfire, that is to get you to kick yourself back into that love gear. Okay? So remember, everything is on a certain vibrational plane. You decide whether or not you want to vibrate high enough to receive the things that you desire, or if you stay on a low vibrational frequency and then, you expect things that do not come. So the feeling of having what you want is also a big part of manifestation. When you feel the emotions that come with feeling like you already have what you're seeking, that also allows you to vibrate to that plane where that already exists for you. Okay? So get back into alignment. Remember to shift yourself back into this love vibration, back into this manifestation vibration, and watch how it changes your life. Okay? All right, and last but not least, Scorpio, endless opportunities. Oh, I like this one. Look at the butterflies and the bubbles. It's wonderful to have the freedom to choose. However, sometimes indecision can be almost suffocating. So get into your body and let your gut feeling guide the way. You have options and opportunities, you may not have realized. The universe wants to give you what you want. It's all there. So reach out and wholeheartedly choose it. While you sit on the fence, your experiences are diluted or confusing. We live in a time of choices. Sometimes reason and limitation direct our choices, and we feel unfulfilled as a result. Choose life from a place of heart. Oh my God. Compassion and integrity, and you can't go wrong. So all of these go hand in hand. The recurring thing that I'm seeing here is to act out of a love frequency. Wow. So acting from the heart. And universe is also reminding you that with this power of manifestation and alignment comes that abundance, that pulling from a place of abundance and having endless opportunity. Don't stay in this decision-making phase and, wondering and not being able to choose and being indecisive, because when that happens, you feel suffocated, you feel like you're in a mode of almost survival, and that's what has you vibrate on a lower frequency where you can't allow your blessings to come in. You can't allow that love to come in. So shift your perspective when you are facing a decision, because it seems to me like, again, take this how it resonates, but some of you are faced with a decision right now. Go with what your gut feels. Your gut is the brain that you should be listening to, not the one in your actual head, not your actual brain, because that's clouded by ego, that's clouded by what society tells us that we should do. And the heart is a beautiful place to act out of, but sometimes the heart can, even the heart can be a little flawed when it comes to decision making, and sometimes we don't make the best decisions out of blinded love, okay? Blinded love for something or someone. So when you think about whatever decision it is that you're making, Scorpio, make sure that you feel that language that your body is giving you. Your body, your higher self will never steer you wrong when you are in touch with your intuition. You make the effort to be in touch with your intuition. If you think about this situation or the decision that you're making and your gut feels good about it, go for it. But if you start getting this weird, anchored down, just overall bad vibe about it, that's your answer too. Make sure that you listen to these things and you speak to your intuition on a daily basis to figure these things out so that you can allow it to guide you. So regardless though, make sure that this is coming out of a place of love, that this is coming out of a place of love for yourself, for your highest good, because that's where the majority of the good decisions come from. But don't forget everything else, okay? All right, the second deck that we have is the Wisdom of the House of Night. And I think I was directed to these cards specifically because it is spooky season, as we all know, and the cards are a little bit darker, not with vibes. We don't do bad vibes, bad energies here. In regards to the color of the cards and the artwork, and we gotta get a little witchy vibe. You know what I'm saying? I like witchy vibes. So, also, because it's spooky season, I have brought out my beautiful Scully right here. I believe that she is dragon's blood, but bloodstone could be a thing too. But I think the longer that I have her here, the more that I'm starting to realize that this is dragon's blood. And I need to stop doubting myself. But if you guys know what it is for sure, please comment below. It would be so helpful. So that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. So, oh dear. All right, Spirit, let's go ahead and get some cards for our Scorpios. What do you want Scorpios to know for their mid-month check-in for spooky season? Wow, that is way too many. I appreciate the enthusiasm so much, but that is way too many. So let's try that again, shall we? Hold on, give me 1 second, my beautiful Scorpios. My cat is doing something that I know she shouldn't be doing. Goodness gracious. Apologies for that, you cat owners. I'm sure that you understand. I had to put a stop to it. All right, let's get some messages for Scorpio for their mid-month check-in. Now, this deck has a lot of energy in it, but for some reason it's been very resistant with me while I've been doing my readings today, so please bear with me. Oh, y'all saw that, right? That one wanted to come out. Yep, so did that one. All right, we're doing a little bit better. House of Night. All right, bottom of the deck. Individuality, Zoe. I have not read for that card yet, but individuality, be who you are, be true to yourself. We are individuals. We are a universe experiencing itself through individuals, and that is a beautiful thing. So be your most authentic self. So we have Vision, Aphrodite, and Grove. So let's start with Vision. Number 8. Let's go ahead and put her right here. Move these over just a bit. Also, please let me know in the comments if you can see my layout and my spread, or, you know, if anything, the perspective needs to be changed, because I'm still getting a handle of where to put them so that you guys can clearly see everything. When you choose this symbol, it means that no matter what you lose in your life, something better will replace it. One day in my house of night, there will be a young, beautiful vampire, vampire spelled with a Y, not an I, who will lose her mark but gain great vision into the future. Even if a loss feels devastating at the moment, you still have so much to gain. If your question is about the future, choose another card. The magical vision that you will receive here gives you the temporary power to see the future as a vast place full of possibility and potential. Your next card will provide insight into the conditions ahead of you. To know the future is to be prepared. So this does require another card. So luckily, we ended up getting that other card. So that's only going to resonate with certain few. So take it how it resonates, whatever future paths, what have you. But that's what it's saying. So biggest note here that the universe wants you to take with you is that no matter what you lose, something better will replace it. Because, you know, life is full of love and loss. Okay? And the sooner that you get accustomed to that and you accept that more wholeheartedly, the better you can move through this life. And yes, losses can be very painful. We've all had our share of losses, whether it be an opportunity, a person, an animal, whatever that is for you. We have all had our losses, but remember that they are always replaced with things that are better for you, better suited for you, and suited for your journey. Okay? Now, the way that you move through this loss, again, this is only going to be for some of you, but the way that you're supposed to move through this loss is what the next card is for future reference. Okay, so let's go ahead and read Grove. This is going to be in direct correlation with vision. Grove is 12. Not 12, 21. I'm reading it upside down. I got to the page and I was like, oh, that's not the card. I, Nyx, the goddess of night, invite you to my grove to heal your wounds and mend your heart. Now I see why it's the second card with this one. Now is the time to apologize to anyone you have harmed, make your friendships whole again, and choose healing over anger and pain. Choosing my beautiful grove is a powerful sign that you are at a wondrous and strong time in your life. Show compassion and kindness to others. No one is perfect, yet imperfection is perfect as it is. If you are hurting, know that it will pass, and I watch over you. If someone you love is hurting, take the time to be there for this person. The sacred grove heals all aches and pains, especially a heart that has been wounded. So, for some of you, it's going to be that these two cards have nothing to do with each other, and, you know, take them each how you would like. For some of you, it is that this is directly how you move from this loss, how you move on from this loss, okay? So, universe is calling you to heal that part of yourself at this time. For some of you, it's going to be exactly what it said, and it's going to be about a relationship, or it's going to be about just things in your life, just generalized. But for a majority of you, it is going to be that some of you have taken a loss, have taken a big loss, and it's very disheartening, and it sucks, and it's not feeling good right now. And that's what's blocking you from, wow, I totally see that now. That is what's blocking you from these endless opportunities and from being in alignment and opening that heart chakra, because you've been hurt and you're dwelling on this loss and the negative vibrations that come with it, and it's very hard to get out of that. But universe is telling you right now that the only way to get through that is to be amongst this grove of healing, of this healing energy. Make sure that you heal yourself from this, that you make the decision to start that healing process so that you can move forward and move into these things that cause you to be in alignment. Okay? But the only way to do that right now and to release this block that you have from that is to heal that, is to allow these healing energies into your life. Your heart's been wounded, and that is okay. But you need to make the decision for yourself. If you want all of this good stuff right here, you've got to pass through this. Okay? You've got to pass through this. And you've got to be willing to heal yourself. All right? Again, take that how it resonates. Take each of the cards and how they coincide, how they resonate. But that's the message that I was told to give. Okay? And then finally, a deck that we've seen before, Messages from Spirit. So let's go ahead and get some advice for our Scorpios. What do you have to tell Scorpio for our mid-month check-in? What advice would you like to give at this time? There it goes. Anything else for Scorpio? Any other advice? There it goes. All right, bottom of the deck. If you don't leave on your own, the universe will throw you out. Take that how it resonates, but if you're in a bad situation right now that is not serving you, if you don't make the decision to do it on your own, maybe this has to do with your healing and releasing something so that you can start healing, the universe is going to do it for you. So figure that out. You know what that means for you, Scorpio. Don't lie to yourself and say that it's not. Oh my God, look at that. The situation is unhealthy. What did I just say? That is so crazy, the messages that I receive. Oh my gosh, it surprises me all the time. So, self-explanatory, man. The situation is unhealthy. Whoever it is you're dealing with, or whatever it is you're dealing with. Something told me to say whoever first, because it might be a person. But, again, take that how it resonates. But this situation that you are in, staying in these low vibrational frequencies and choosing to stay in this vibration of loss is unhealthy. And the universe needs you to know that and needs you to be honest with yourself about it, about what's going on. And the universe needs you to pull yourself out of that at this time, okay? Scorpio, you're going through some deep stuff. I get it, and I feel for you. I really, really, really do. But it's time to get out of this unhealthy situation. It's time to get out of this frame of mind of loss and remember that there are so many things to gain. And when you switch that perspective, you start entering into this realm. Okay? Oh, my poor baby. Do you guys hear her sniffling? Ugh. All right, and refrain from judgments. We are all unique and experiencing life in our own way. Allow others their journey. So I love to say that everybody acts as a mirror. And whatever you see in that reflection that triggers you is something that you have to heal within yourself, which does correlate to everything else. Because if you are so strung up on judging others because of a loss that you're going through or something that you don't have that someone else has, again, you're stopping yourself from getting those things by being in that envious state, by being in that state of, oh, you know, I'm going to judge this person because I'm going through something terrible and I need to release that. There are other healthier ways to release that and to start that healing process. Universe is telling you refrain from judgment and remember how it feels to be judged by other people, especially when you're going through a hard time. And everybody is going through something that you know nothing about, and vice versa. So refrain from judgments. Act, again, out of a place of love and not fear. And watch how the energy shifts for you, Scorpio. Okay? All right, Scorpio, that is what I have for you for your mid-month check-in in October, and I will see you guys at the beginning of November. All right? Bye-bye.